How y'all doing tonight? Yeah. Make me feel y'all love. How y'all doing tonight? That's the love that I need right there. This shirt right here that I got on, this is one of my shirts. God is my ghostwriter. I got different shirts for sale. I'm bad at selling things, so I want to make sure I say it before I start, because once the ball starts rolling, I'll forget about all this. This is one of my shirts also. So if you want to purchase this, if you want to purchase this book, it's only $10 next month. It will be going higher because my second book break come out. I feel like I cheated myself with the first one, putting it off for $10. Huh? That's me when I'm young. I'm a young boy right there. This book is called Young and Arrogant and Invincible. This is an actual picture of me. The only difference is, honestly, I had diamonds in my mouth, and I had diamonds right here, gold. Yes, but I felt like it would be too much for the consumer, so I figured, let me tone this down a little bit, because the real picture was that.
You got the chain.
Huh?
You got the chain.
Yeah, I got a chain. Yeah, it's a hint of ignorance in that. It's a hint of Baltimore in that. You know what I mean? But Lord Hill said, "Add a motherfucker so you ignorant." Here. Who never heard me before? Y'all never heard me before. Now I want to give you, if you never saw me before, raise your hand. Boom, 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 boom. Now we're gonna do a poll. Alright? I want to give you what you want. I'm only doing one poem because it's not about me, it's about all the other artists here. You know what I mean? So I'm not a host that basically compete with the people who come up here. I'm a host that I do one and everybody else rock out, okay? So, do you want to hear a grimy poem?
Grimy.
Wait, let me say it all the way through. Because a lot of times people say grimy and then I start talking, they be like, damn, I didn't really mean to pick that. Alright, so grimy, raise your hand if you want grimy. The people who never heard me before. One. My brother raised his hand. You saw me before. Alright. Oh, you say grimy, okay. Conscious, raise your hand. Sex, raise your hand. Love, raise your hand. You want to laugh, raise your hand. Damn, okay, we're going to laugh. Okay. I'm going to do a grimy one that's going to make you laugh. I'm fucking with you. I'm not going to use the mic because I really hate using the mic unless I absolutely have to. So, can you hear me? Yeah. And if you can't hear me, you should have came earlier. Man, that's a lot of noise back there, right? When I get to the certain part of the poem, I'm going to go like this, and I want all the women to say, whoop, whoop. No men. If I see a man saying, whoop, whoop, I'm going to punch you in your goddamn throat. I do not want to hear a man saying, whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't want to hear that shit. And no other man want to hear that. Y'all with me? We're going to do a test run. God made you a big girl. No, that's not good. That's not, the fear, I don't care if you're not a big girl, you're a big girl tonight. You are a big girl tonight. So let's do it again. God made you a big girl. So you won't be hard to find. You are mine. God damn you fine. Study your stretch marks like it's art. Look at my big baby sweat thicker than gravy. Even her kisses are delicious. Turning me on with her heavy breathing and whisper, see she turn me on when she can't pull up that zipper. Struggle to put in those pants. Baby, you're a beautiful pink elephant, shake the world on these hands. Your hugs give me comfort, and so does your food. You know exactly what to do to get a grown man in the mood. Killing those high heels, dressed to a T. I want to overfeed you and kiss your fat pockets, have you cover your face until you say, milk, stop it. Move your hands away from your face saying, baby, you are mine. Licking her creases, leaving her speechless. She says like a big bag of Reese's Pieces. It amazes me, call me crazy. I like the fact she got out the shower with a towel, too small looking shy. She's so big and sexy, that shit can't even cover her thighs. I love her size. I don't want them skinny girls, they too petite. I want someone that's big, strong, independent, and unique. Too big to have a weak man trying to come and sweep off her feet. I love the fact that she say, is that all you gonna eat? If you are what you eat, baby, you're a smorgasbord. Get bigger, baby, give me new places to explore. You know that midsection, give me the ultimate erection. Pulling those thick legs apart, licking my lips like they hand parts. Hit me from the back, I feel like Carton World. Watch out for the big girls! Watch out for the big girls! Giving me oral sex like she has a bad attitude. Covered her like an inmate that's protecting her food. And even though she gave me some great sex and people on that next level shit, she wake up in the morning with a bed full of breakfast. Worth her weight in gold. She single-handedly cracked the good one cold. She has the biggest heart ever seen. I love his bursting from the scenes. I have one question to beg of thee. Will you marry me? Cash Cafe, y'all ready? Was that a good one? I could went dark. I could have made y'all be like, yo, I'm in the wrong fucking show. I love the fact that, you know, like a lot of times when I talk to poets, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Other poets have grindy stuff in their head. That's that type of stuff that I say. They can go to the side and go, Mel, I write stuff like that, but I'm scared to share, yo, my image. Like, yo, we here, like, the stage is the only place you can be you. You can't be you at work. You can't be the complete you in front of your wife or in front of your husband. The only time you can be the complete you is on stage. You can't even be the complete you around your parents. You can't, I mean, seriously, think about it. The only place you can be the complete you is at the barbershop, on stage, hair salon for women, or inside your own mind. Like right now, is somebody in here thinking like, I wish he shut the fuck up. Somebody thinking that right now. That's what I mean when I say the only time you can be you is inside your head. There's a poet up there like, yo, I'm ready to get the fuck up there and spit. Somebody thinking that right now. So I'm ready to start bringing these poets up here. I want to say thank y'all for coming out. I hope y'all have a good time. And if not, fuck it, we got your money already anyway. Don't make a difference. And we got your money. Y'all remember what I said about y'all tickets now. When it's time to leave, if y'all didn't do what I said for us a parking ticket, y'all gonna be stuck. It's another show coming right after us at 8 o'clock. Y'all ready? Yeah. The first person we're gonna bring up, she hosts first Wednesday in Tucker. It's called Reflective Soul Series. She gave me my first feature, her and her brother Arcane Thought. I want y'all to give her a round of applause. Bring her all the way to the stage. Give her a round of applause for Siobhan Toots.
I was trying to think if I want to do something new or something I already remember. Y'all want to hear something new or something that y'all want to hear?
New shit.
New? Okay. But new shit is really, really new. So I hope you like it. She is beautiful. She saw the vivid colors of life and the intricate beauty of the world. She was blossoming. She was in an in-between phase. Not quite a woman, yet no longer a girl. She was innocent. She saw the good in everyone, yet she was constantly criticizing herself. She felt alone. Her vision was distorted and cloudy whenever she looked in a mirror. She did not recognize the goodness in her heart. Neither did she see the enchanting beauty within her soul. She is a goddess. But whenever she looked into the mirror, she saw a monstrosity. She was hunted daily by her past indiscretions and incarcerated by her demons. She is extraordinary. Whenever you look into her eyes, you can feel the warmth of the sun, the gentle breeze of the wind, and the magic of the moon. She is charming, yet mystical. She could defy physics and logic because she is a woman. She can do it all except realize her own power. It was hard for her to escape the thoughts of self-loathing and despair. She inadvertently created a life of self-sabotage, torment, and hell. She started feeding her ravenous demons with addictions of food, drugs, and sex. to compensate for love and everything else in her world that she lacked. The absence of self-love caused her magic to dwindle and the light within her soul to quietly dim. The universe intervened because she refused to lose one of her most rare and exquisite gems. The universe gently whispered through her beautiful soul and said to her, "You are exceptional. I genuinely love and believe in you. You must love yourself unconditionally in order to prosper. There's no exception to this rule. Give yourself time to heal, love, and grow. Believe in yourself, be kind, and remember to always love yourself even more. Your purpose will soon become clear. You hold the key to your success and your joy." It was then that the light within illuminated very brightly, highlighting her scars as a wondrous galaxy, displaying them as her roadmap and an insight for all to see. She became transparent. It was then that she bloomed. She became fully engulfed in the magic of her own magnificent and ethereal universe. She loved every fiber of her being and accepted her ill-fated decisions of the past that helped her get to the point of her transformation. She became elated. She broke free from the prison of her negative thoughts and low vibrations. She flourished. She tamed her demons and used them as her daily motivation. She finally saw the treasured beauty within herself. She became momentous. She became stronger, wiser, and even more glorious than ever before. She beheld the magic in her hands and relished the power she held within. She achieved all of this just by loving herself more and more each day. Thank you.
The next person we're gonna bring to the stage, this brother been killing the shows all around. I hope he on point because I don't really call him. I mean, they call him Big Waves. I mean, Baby Waves coming here later on. We're gonna call him his name Big Waves. Give a round of applause for the babyface assassin Vontez. Bring him over to the stage.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. And in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me that I need a room. Y'all know this already? Yeah. My bad. So when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the door, wishing that walking through once more would be you. And you see, the thought occurred in my mind that I need true love and a good woman I must find. And I can't forever be blind to these facts. The multiple mishaps that I had with love came from me playing games with many hearts, creating many sparks that led them to believe that flames of love would burst soon after. And we shared lots of good times with laughter, yet when true commitment was demanded, things would change. And I would never allow those sparks burst into flames of truth hurt, so I played games, watered down truth, and left you hurting alone. And I now know that I'm wrong, so tears start to flow from my eyes. I realize that you are a dove, so sweet, so gentle, sent from above, and I'm so unworthy of your touch, let alone your heart. And you see, one part of me deserves to be alone, deferred from the world, just void. But the other part, because of you, makes me feel like I'm worthy of the love, warmth, and affection that is created by a girl and a boy. I need love. How sweet it must be to have a woman in my life to make my life complete. And I want the type of woman who can bring life to me. My wife to be the type I see when I close my eyes to imagine. Such a wonderful thought and sight to fathom, yet I would rather be having you by my side. The type of woman who will be Bonnie to this cloud, or simply put, my ride or die. So it's no wonder why I constantly love you without stopping. And anything you tell me about yourself, baby, I'm jotting it down because I care about every fact concerning you. You are my wish come true, my very heart's beat. And if you were cold, I would be your heat. If you were falling, I would be your crane. And I know that you were tired of being hurt, so please allow me to be your change. I want to estrange you from the pains you felt from your past lovers. Allow my love in a very real way, but the mistakes right up under the covers, leaving them to disappear like a magician. Allow my real love to partition you from the fake. Can't shake, break, or tarnish what we have, baby. I grasp at every breath that I get with you. But where are you at? You got me searching here and there. I swear I'm simply yearning true love, or should I say I'm simply yearning you. Love. Desperately searching like a fiend. If you know who you are, stand up, jump around, speak aloud. Please just simply make yourself seen. Take this chance and love with me, and I promise that you will find out just what I mean. I'm a good man. I promise to be honest and true, making you my bride when I find you. And I will always remind you of my love. I will go above and beyond. I will do, I won't just try. Because when I finally find you, I will take heed to that opportunity, and I promise I will pour all of my love inside. I need love. I want to kiss and hold you. Help mold you to be the woman you're called to be. And I'll help carry that vision. I'll see to it that you live your best life. Be the best wife as I vow to be the best husband. Always providing good loving, because having such a good woman provides fuel to our moments of ecstasy. Never go away, never leave me alone. I always want you next to me. However, if we ever have to be apart, let's be sure to converse via video messaging or over the phone. And you see, the sound of your voice is my favorite tone, and conversations with you creates my favorite songs. SWV, I'm weak. My heart skips beats when you're next to me. And I crave the whole you, because the whole you brings out the best in me. And you mean so much to me from the inside out. And I'll shout my love for you on mountain tops. Make mountains drop if they are ever too high for you to reach me. And I hope you hear it in my voice how badly I need thee. Oh, love. You see, I hope to rise above my desires for love brought to fruition. But how can I find you? Learn more about you. I'm willing to pay whatever tuition to be able to learn your curriculum. And no core classes, baby, I'm skipping them because my major concern is to learn more about you. Sign me up for classes right now, because I can't take another day without you. And I often fantasize about a time that you and I can share. Me pulling your hair, grabbing your neck, rubbing your body, it's so soft, you're so wet, and I love how you feel. You got me hard as steel, I peel your panties back. Our bodies get closer and interact. We break into heavy breathing, then heavily begin to sweat. And no, this is only a fantasy. I know that it'll become real, it just hasn't yet. But when it does, I know that you and I will create an experience that I will never forget. I need love. Thank you. Y'all definitely follow me on Instagram, Fontez_C, FONTES_C. I appreciate y'all for listening.
The next person we're gonna bring to the stage. This person don't even know they coming on stage. I want to give him a round of applause. Bring him all the way to the stage. Give a round of applause for this person right here. Come on now, give a little tall. We got you. And we got you, baby. There you go. Oh, you got a sister.
Well, y'all know I'm on the spot right now. And I really don't know if I have this memorized all of the way. So I'm gonna do the best I can. So y'all please bear with me, and thank you for your patience. 17. A young girl living big girl dreams. No love for myself, yet looking for love through somebody else. And then I met you, my Mr. Right. It wasn't long till we started laughing, and soon after that, we started smashing. In my mind, this is love. In my mind, this is what I've been yearning for. In my mind, I've been ready to say yes. Long before you even asked me. I gave you all of me. Every cell in my body, every breath that I take, every word that I speak, every thought that I think was always to benefit you. I knew it was love. Couldn't nobody tell me different. Michelle, you naive. You need to rethink it with words that I refuse to listen to. But eventually, you showed me. You showed me how there's no love in your blood, no compassion in your heart, no empathy in your conscience, and no sympathy in your soul. That is, if you even have one anyways. You had the power to make me feel like I was going mentally insane. Harsh words made me feel inferior and useless, but you quickly say I love you to take away the pain. We continue this cycle for too many years. On the surface, I'd rather die while fighting back my tears. See, family and friends knew nothing of the skeletons in our closet. Wait, let me rephrase that. Skeletons in your closet. You couldn't satisfy me, but you satisfying someone else? You neglecting my needs to pleasure yourself? You sick, egotistical, narcissistic individual, which you better be happy that I'm spiritual, or else I would have kicked your little ass. But I can't be mad or hold on to the past, cause truth is, thanks to you, I may not know what love is, but I know what it's not. See, now I'm 29, and instead of living a dream, I'm chasing a dream in order to turn it into a reality. So for all of the things you did, let me say this. From the bottom of my heart, without you, I'll be nowhere. You gave me my start. So what this really means is I want to say thank you. But between me and you, it really means fuck you. Thank you.
This is what we're gonna do. When I say hey yo, louder. Hey yo, Poppy Picasso, the feature for the night, just walked into the building. Give it to him. We're gonna bring fresh meat to the stage. Say fresh meat. Fresh meat. Fresh meat. Fresh meat. Damn, y'all ain't giving that fresh meat no energy. You gotta make her feel like, damn, I'm ready to go up there and kill. This is my first time coming up here. You know what I mean? Like, when I say fresh meat, I want y'all to make it seem like it's your first time getting on stage in front of people you don't know. Fresh meat! Fresh meat! Fresh meat! Fresh meat! Here we go. Bring it to the stage. I want you to clap until your hands bleed. Shy!
Kizzy.
Kizzy!
Hi.
Hi.
So who you are? I'm Kizzy.
You got it, Kizzy.
I'm 18. I just wrote this short little poem. My sister wanted me to perform it, get over my stage fright.
You got it. You got it, girl. You got it, sis.
Do I even really love you? Or do I just love what you do? The way we fit so perfect, yeah, I'm still me and you're you. The way we laugh and sync and everything is so pure. When life's got me sick, I need you as my cure. Well, maybe I do love you, even though it wasn't my intention. Because I'm here and you're there and something's in prevention. Yeah, we stand close, eye to eye, and we both can feel what I'm trying to hide. How I'm not yours, but you're mine. And as I go to pretend like I don't love you, I can feel my heart breaking, snapping, my soul leaving the atmosphere. Because you're there and I'm here.
The next person I bring to the stage, he just walked in, he hosts in Lithonia every second Friday, right? At the Black Dot Culture Center. I want y'all to bring him to the stage. This is my brother, your brother, Sincere.
Man, look at the family in here tonight. Yeah, what's happening? Everybody feeling good? Yeah. All right. We're going to raise the vibration a little bit tonight. If y'all like with that, say all right. All right. So first and foremost, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sincere. I'm a poet, speaker, and author. But most importantly, I like to say that I'm a proud husband and your brother. So if you're all right with that, let me hear you say all right. All right. All right, so we're going to get into this piece right here. And then I'll tell y'all a little bit more about what's going on in the world of Sincere, all right? So check this out. She obeys my every command. With instrument in hand and plan in mind as I stroke her from the front, side, and behind. Sometimes, not even being able to sleep. You see, that's just how deep it is for me. I am forever infatuated and eternally elated to have known her for so long. Yet, the loving is so strong, it's as if we met yesterday. You see, my insides burn with a passion for as I can't stand to be away. She's living proof that blessings do exist because I see her every day. And I say that to say that she makes me feel some kind of way when we into what we're doing, strictly business, and there's no time for play. When I'm down and out at times, she's hell-bent on making me feel okay. When I'm inside of her at times, she overcomes me with emotion. She's never worried about me stepping out on her because she has my dying devotion. I'm drunk off her spirit as if to shit some kind of love potion. I'm sailing in her ocean, making every attempt to reach that place, and she uses me to her advantage and still manages to keep a smile on my face. But she has to be smitten with me too, you see, because she just won't leave me alone. I guess that's what happens when you're giving it to her right. You're making a foundation to build that on. My heart, it beats to the rhythm of her song. And whenever she moves, I feel an obligation to tag along. And right now, I'm a complete man because she's made this house her home. She is the orchestrator of these soulful words. I'm perfect for her and she's perfect for me. Or her name, although she can go by many, quite simply, I call her poetry. Thank y'all for listening. Just like my brother said, I am the host of a beautiful show every second Friday of the month. It's called the Arts and Culture Show. And if you would like to reach out to me, it's Sincere on Facebook and IG, SINSEAR, Sincere, the conventional spelling. Y'all know as artists, we like to mess up spellings and call it creative. All right? So y'all reach out to me. I don't only want y'all to see what I got going on. I support the community and I want to know what you got going on. And I also talked about my book, which is the 30 Love Laws, which took me 15 years of research to put together what we call that word love. And now me and my wife, we live that blueprint each and every day. So if we're having trouble with that thing, there's folks in the community to help us out. So peace and love. Thank you for listening. Enjoy my brother Poppy Picasso. He's going to come up here and kill it. It's going down tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Peace and love.
The next person we're going to bring up, this sister, she has a dope album. She don't even know I listen to her album. She don't even know. I listen to, I love poetry. I love that shit for real. You know what I mean? So the next person I'll bring to the stage, she's the best twerker in the game. Can you give me some? Can you give me something, some toxic masculinity music? Give me something with some toxic masculinity. Come on, Chris for the King! Hey!
About to have me misbehaving. Sounds like kind of party. Yeah. I'm Chris with a K. I'm a writer and a spoken word artist here in Atlanta, and I'm in a little bit of a petty mood, guys. So, feeling like I'm gonna do some petty shit. My album, Alchemical, that's all like some very spiritual. That's literally just like straight from my spirit. So it's not gonna be quite this vibe, but we're gonna do something different tonight. How many people in here have ever been cheated on? And then, you know, like there's the excuses and the bargaining and that period where every other word out of your mouth is fuck. Well, that was how it was for me. All right, this is for me, but it's also for you then. It's called To the Woman Who Betrayed My Trust. When you told me the compromise that supported my feelings in you fucking with this man was that you only touched yourself with this man, my initial thought was, baby girl, at this rate, you may as well just have fucked him. My aura still feels fucked and still feels like I did not quite consent to this, and all I ever talk about is how important consent is. Can you be honest enough to say that you still sometimes chase being wanted, and so when you got close to him, you were always gonna do what the insecurities in you wanted? When I realized that you had me saying hello to this man on the phone throughout the next day, right? And you waited to tell me what you two had done hours prior, I thought this woman, who had the nerve to call me her woman, must really have this here woman fucked up. I thought about booking a flight and fucking you both up. That this feels fucked up. That I feel fucked over and fucked with. My loyalty, that feels a little get your memories the fuck up out of me, and now I'm running out of motherfucking prepositions to tell you how fucked that so-called logic is when all you had to do was call me. Trust me, my dear, I was a debater. No one ever sounded rational to me while rationalizing fucked up patterns of behavior. Intellectualized language perfuming the words, but baby girl, my intuition can always smell bullshit. And what we ain't gonna do, like what we really ain't gonna do, is somehow try to spiritually bypass the trauma you've now triggered in me by committing without knowing what commit means. Baby girl, don't tell me you love me in this moment. Don't tell me you want me in truth in this moment. Don't tell me a goddamn thing your actions at present can't prove in this moment. See, real shit. Anytime I've hurt someone and responded with I love you, I usually only said that for myself. I usually still wasn't loving me enough to know what that meant. Love usually gets very quiet when you are the one with the weapon, lets the affected parties heal untested. Even preacher at pulpit gets quiet enough to let the church say amen. So let me say amen to you and this man. Baby girl, worry about loving you so you can actually figure out how the fuck to love another. Baby girl, worry about asking you what the fuck you're really running from. But that's enough from the girl in me to the girl in you, from the woman in me to the woman in you. I hope my memory reminds you of that time you found love, like some real ass love. And then you ran off and fucked it up before you honored it. And I hope that's enough to save you from your own self-sabotage moving forward. I hope you know that you could never break me, but damn it, woman, did you hurt my heart? And I hope I eventually realized that this couldn't hurt me so much if I didn't choose to love so damn hard. So I'm writing this poem instead of taking that flight because I still choose love. Because no matter your fuck shit, I will always choose love. Love starts with self. Your decisions making ultimatums of me or you, so I chose self-love. See, I titled this to you, but I'm writing this for me, love. I'm not much in the business of fighting with anyone who did not fight for me, love. So no, since you asked, I do not want you back. Not in a single goddamn capacity. See, I'm too damn grown, and so I already know that I deserve more love than that. As I talk to Mike, I just want to shout for a minute. But thank y'all so much for taking that journey with me. Like I said, fuck them, you know? They're still not shit and we're still fly. And on mic, turning up and shit, you know? So I'm Chris with a K. You can follow me on Instagram at Chris with a K Poetry. KRISWITHAK Poetry. It's like a pimp named Slickback. You gotta spell the whole thing out or you will not find me. But thank y'all so much.
This sister, she's so dope. Give her an applause for Free Spirit!
Thank you. Hi everybody. I'm gonna do a poem that's not matching my smile. So basically, it's a hey. I was gonna say hey while you were up here. That's my girl. But basically, this smile was wiped away in 2015 after like major mental illnesses took place in my life, and it took a long time to get over it. So this is a poem I wrote, kind of like reminding me of that time and how I got past it. So it's kind of putting me back in that place. So bear with me. It has no title. All right. She lost everything about herself. A distant stranger to her own existence. Speech patterns all jumbled up, silence, her best friend. Her own movements now foreign to her body's language, pacing the floors back and forth. No sense of time. The time just went too slow. Stuck on Labor Day since July. No need to cry. Communication no longer key to her chosen form of survival. Her kindness, her depth, washed down her throat, dissolved with every poisonous pill. Closed doors became her normal. Her bedroom, her only comfort zone. An inauthentic passenger in her own soul plane. Plain soul. Spirit lost on the wings of alien energies. Gesturing escapism through patterned puzzles. The consistency of facial expressions speaking to only one emotion. Waiting to be rediscovered. Thank you. And I know Milk wanted me to plug my Instagram, but I'm working on getting a new one for art, so don't worry about that. But my real name is Kamara, and I go by Free Spirit. Thank you.
Okay, I want you to bring this brother to the stage. This brother name is Fate Live. He's a good brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? It feels real sweet in here, man. This energy is beautiful. So give a round of applause for yourself. I wasn't expecting to get on the mic tonight, but you know, Milky always put me on blast. You know, bless him, bless the brother, and bless every poet that touched the mic. I just wanted to stop by. You know, I'm gonna do a little grown and sexy real quick for the ladies, since the ladies is taking, you know, the chair tonight. No offense, fellas. No offense, fellas. I want to keep it real grown and sexy. This little piece right here that I'm about to do, this actual song, is called All I Do. I just want to share this joint. Let's go. Turn me up a little bit now.
Let's go, Faith.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. And ooh, yeah, yeah. Tossing and turning in my bed, yeah. Feelings are stirring up in my head, yeah. Loving you is wonderful, truly unconditional. I don't sit and wonder, I go with the flow, but learn to be the flow. Let's go to a place we've never been. I'll be your map till the end, yeah. Navigate your soul, giving direction, girl. You told me you want some in your head, and then I have to touch your heart to get the rest. You say you're taking, you have a man, girl. What's your plan? See, all I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I see is forever, girl. Loving you, yeah, 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 yeah. All I do is think about you. All I do is sit and wonder. All I see is forever, girl. Loving you, yeah. The forehead kiss. In my thoughts I adore you. The kiss on your lips. Spreading wide, I have to have you. Our whole connection's kinda scary when we're on the road. But all I know is I want you. Hope the feeling is neutral. Know you're happy, cause you just didn't want to let me in. Girl, I agree that we should be friends first. Jumping into something that just won't work. All I do is think of you. Yeah. Now, I can't seem to get you out my mind. I represent the ground you walk on. You are the queen of my universe. The king stirred and God's grace on the earth. Without you, girl, I can't focus. But sometimes you're the blind side. Tell me when I'm wrong or right. Yeah, the world would be a better place with more of you. So many men are looking for the type of hey now, hold the weight. I see you in a situation with another, confusing your conversation. Not strong enough to leave the lie, and I appreciate your honesty. When it comes to you and I talk to you now. I see, understand you now. I'm there for the ride. I know so many like him, he's a player in the sky. I hate to see you cry, girl. A part of me cry. I wanna be your healing, girl. I get the feeling when I'm up inside, girl. See all I do, see all I do is think of you, yeah. All I know is, all I really know is, I want you. Girl, I want you, girl. And when you're not around, I can still taste you, baby. It's my love, it is another. We'll see a place where we can be alone. You're grown, I'm grown. Let's get it on, yeah. Thank you, class. To follow me, to find me, you can hit me up on Facebook at Robert L. Marshall, parentheses, Fate Live, on Instagram, Fate Live, Fatality Music. Thank you.
Yeah. Give a round of applause for Misha Lucas.
My name is Misha Lucas. I go by White Brick 20 on my Instagram. So this one that I'm gonna do is called To Be Continued, and I hope you guys like it. I shouldn't have given you my kiss. I shouldn't have given you something that I'll miss, something so special to me, the savory flavor of my lips. I shouldn't have given you my kiss. Out of all the mistakes I've made, now I will feel like this. I shouldn't have given you my kiss. You tricked me with words of illusion, made me feel like my heart was supposed to be in that place. But I shouldn't have given you my kiss. I swear my heart is where it's supposed to be, right where you were too blind to see. But even for me, it was too hard because I shouldn't have given you my kiss. Yeah.
The next person we bring to the stage, just wrong, he been coming to the show ever since I met you, right? Every month.
Ever since you told me about
every month he been. I met him at do he still have that show?
He was canceled last night.
Yeah. Well, Omar, it's a show he has over in East Point. I met this brother and I said, yeah, man, come on to the show. He been here every month since then, and sometimes, like right now, the list so long that he don't get on it, but we do a cypher outside. He do the cypher outside today. He brought his brother Ben. You doing it, huh?
Brett.
I'm sorry. You know what? You explain. You can do it better than me. I'm gonna fuck up his name. I call you Ben, Tin, Chin, all type of shit besides who you supposed to be. Now I'm bad with names. Everybody know that. Bring him to the stage. 22. Whoa! What's 22?
What's going on, cats? How you doing tonight? So, quick question. Aside from all the other dope poets who've been performing, which, by the way, like, y'all, that was awesome. Like, it's kind of hard to follow. But, what's up, B-Rock? How you doing, man? How was the past you last week? Awesome. All right, hey guys. So, who has actually seen me perform here before, like in the last month or whatever? No? All right, cool. Then I know the poem I'm gonna do. It's called Black and Blue. I don't hate the cops, I just don't trust them. They don't trust us either. This is enough for discussion. Discussing use of superior power. Busting down the barriers of our safety. We lost in the evil ingredients, so fuck them. I'm not saying go out and hunt, that's not what I want. I'm saying self-defense is needed. I'm tired of seeing my fellow civilians bleeding. I'm not being ungrateful, nor am I being unnecessarily hateful. I just refuse to be faithful to a service that has failed us, that bailed on us. So stop with this all lives matter shit. A product of neediness and entitlement. You're stating the obvious, attention whore. The spotlight isn't on you, so you get envious. Way to shed light on some irrelevant dumb crap. No shit, you idiot. Of course all lives matter. This isn't about that. And then there's the Blue Lives Matter attack on BLM. I say attack because it was a retaliation or a movement that defends a culture that has been under attack since the start of our history. You can disagree with me, but you're wrong. Go ahead and get pissed at me. I understand that bad people will land themselves in jail for stupid decisions that they bring on themselves. I know that there are good cops out there, but I can't tell them from bad to good. Of course you have the noble police that do as they should. Then you have the cops that go out in the hood and treat some dude with the phone like he's a criminal, light him up like fireworks. It's not subliminal, it's obvious. It's just one of countless incidences where blue shot blacks down and try to convince us that there's logical reasoning behind the pretense of shooting the unarmed down like it's supposed to make sense. When realistically, a lot of these men are mentally equipped to handle their jobs at their jurisdiction. It shows in their fear, their impulse, their killing in repetition. It's an ego thing, a superiority thing on the victims that they're bringing to inflict suffering. Every traffic stop I've had with the police was a power trip making me the bitch. I can't imagine what it's like to be black with this. And then you want to come up with a statement of what about the one time the white guy got shot in the heart? What versus the countless times black people were sent apart from this life when we say we aren't privileged, when whites have the yacht, it's beyond me. Like Jesus, white people, did you grow up in a backwards ass village? And you're out here too fucking scared to even talk to a black person in their essence, so you call the police just because they're present. There's no excuse for it except that you're an ignorant, racist piece of shit that has no business interfering with these people's lives due to your singular perspective. Blind to the objective at hand, demanding an entire race to roll over on their back for your lack of knowledge and understanding. Out here lowering humanity's bar while playing the what about me card. So apparently life's hard for everyone, but this movement isn't about everyone because not everyone gets treated with this abuse, accused of bullshit, and then killed. Then the killer's out on paid leave for it. Like it's rewarded. Go on a vacation for your morbid use of your lack of responsibility. For your cowardly actions. Your I was scared statement to your own satisfaction. But we aren't buying it. I speak for the majority. I'm pissed out my refrigerator repairman has more training than the guy that gets a gun, a badge, and authority. It just seems like minimal effort to put you in a position of opposition to the people that are supposed to be served and protected. But the people that are supposed to protect are not suspected of being the ones that will take your life and put you in danger. For real, there's not much more stranger and ironic than the fact that I gotta watch my back for the ones that are supposed to protect me and the people from the attack of criminals. The define criminal. Define a gang. There's a group of people that murder, who gather up and attack innocent people and even further try to cover it up with bullshit and lies and silence for solutions, not so much a murmur. Do we not notice that this use of gang violence is being applied to the alliance that is our police force? This is still a war and the police is an ex-lover with no remorse, seducing the populace and then killing our brothers and sisters or incarcerating them where they give us free labor. But yeah, okay, it's not like they're a slave or anything of that matter because they did a crime to get them there that if a white guy did, he'd be on probation or less, but a black guy did it, so he's on arrest and beaten and thrown into a cell. Tried as an adult, they give him the longest sentence. If he isn't killed, so you tell me if this is slavery, are you that ignorant to the message? Open your fucking eyes and listen to the cries of our brothers and sisters. I mean that in a sense of humanity. This is insanity that we allow this to happen. And then people get mad at the African American culture like they haven't gotten enough shit already. Why walk around so ignorant and heartless, regardless of your opinion? What I spit is true. I refuse to stand in silence and watch as destruction is ensued. And don't you dare assume I'm some irrelevant white dude that hates the police. Don't get confused. I'm not on a bandwagon subject. I'm grateful for those that serve and protect and don't abuse or neglect the duties for the powers bestowed. Don't take what's said and make it about something unknown to the point and the purpose that I'm out here making. This isn't a hate speech. It's just a piece of vital information. For the police that do great things, we must remember to thank them. But that's for a different song. This is about another statement. It's about the ones getting away with murder, literally. So take a moment to think about the words here because it's no mystery that the time we live in is absolute misery. These killings, this oppression, and the overcoming of it, it will be written into our history. So I spit this in the name of all that was humiliated, shot down, killed in vain, and beaten black and blue by blues for being black. We should all be ashamed for turning our back on a relevant crisis and not recognizing the pain that our African family has endured while society remains ignorant to the fact that this problem needs to be tamed. Because this is without a doubt a disgrace to the human race. Eventually we will have to face the fact to be the next victim of attack from the biggest gang. Thank you guys. If you like what you just heard, please go check out the video for it that my dude Brent Ebel, who's over here shooting for a docu-series on up-and-coming artists. He shot the whole thing and edited it. Turned out super dope. Follow me on Instagram, just like Sincere. It spells all kinds of fucked up. So that is, and bear with me here, 2-W-E-N-T-Y, 2-W-O-L-F. That is 2-W-E-N-T-Y, 2-W-O-L-F. Double deuces for the T's and 22, 22 Wolf. If you're hearing too slow, feel free to come to me. We can just exchange Instagrams or something. Thank you guys.
Give a round of applause once you bring it to the stage. Poison Ivy!
It's like my third poem ever in public. So.
All right now. Go ahead,
You got it.
There's a lot of people. I can see my baby though. So. Yeah, for quick apology. If you heard a baby crying, that was me. Couldn't get a babysitter. So. This is called Pop Culture. And try not to laugh.
Can you get my voice say shh?
Alright. Have you ever noticed that when mentally ill people are portrayed in books and films, we're either the problem or the solution? The hero or the villain? Has the polarity of this binary concept ever stricken your fancy? How we're the detective or the murderer, the famous doctor or the infamous patient, the genius artist or a tortured muse, the obsessive lover or the squeamish love interest? Dear Pop Culture, my mental illness is not all stalk and murder, not all awkward brilliance, not all quirk and romance. My mental illness is crying and having no way to stop, being fine at 4:02 and not fine at 4:06, hating me but hating everyone else so much more. My mental illness is trying for weeks to act normal, to be normal, then blowing up in the middle of a conversation and ruining all credibility of normalcy. It's trying to be a decent child, then failing when your mother says something that reminds you of when you were 6. It's watching my 13-year-old sister have friends and fun and a smile, and being envious that she's the brilliant one, that she's the good time and the good laugh, that she's dependable and engaging, that she's more like my mom than I'll ever be, that she's joy and good karma and strong enough to make it through bad times without a shattered view of life. It's loving my 13-year-old sister for being the only person who doesn't make me feel like a burden or a fuck up. My mental illness is going to family gatherings and hiding in the car. It's swearing in one breath that all of my friends hate me and swearing in the next that I have no friends. It's watching my mom start over with someone wonderful and wanting to meet him and not wanting to meet him for fear of ruining it. It's crying about wanting to kill myself and then being too embarrassed to face whoever I said it to. When you find yourself in the bathtub at 5 a.m. crying because you have to live tomorrow, and it is tomorrow, you don't feel good. You feel defeated. When all you wanted was to live and grow like everyone else, but you wake up one morning and you realize you've missed 3 weeks of class, you don't feel brilliant. You feel like a failure. When it's been 6 days since you showered and you just had a meltdown in front of someone you were trying to impress, you don't feel romantic, you feel ashamed. Pop culture lied, and depression isn't artistic. Anxiety isn't sexy, and bipolar disorder isn't all blood and screams, at least not those of another. The only risks I've ever slit are my own, and I've only killed time, meaningful relationships, and 2 birds with 1 stone. My mental illness is a silent suffocation in rooms full of air and feeling homesick for a house that's never even been there. It's hidden bruises and reminding myself to act sane. It's crying because I have to act. It's taking a nap after smiling for a few hours because it was a few hours too many without something to actually smile for. It's apologizing for crying, for not crying, for having the wrong reaction, for not reacting for fear of having to apologize, for not knowing if I should apologize, for opening up, for shutting down, for ruining the party, for ruining the mood, for ruining your life by simply existing, for existing, for not wanting to exist. I'm sorry. Wow. This is wonderful. I don't even know my Instagram by heart. I don't tell it to people. If you couldn't know, didn't know, I'm shaking. So my Instagram is, if you can stop messaging me on Instagram so I can see it. My Instagram is Ivy Love Poetry, and pretty much anything I've ever written can be found at allpoetry.com/Ivy_love. And there's like 8 of my poems on SoundCloud. It's the letter I, the letter Z, Poetry Cozy at SoundCloud. So.
Give a round of applause for Smooth. Smooth!
I'm too shy to speak in reality, so I use this poetry as a clutch when life gets too much. I want to get back to Jesus. And not just that slow church music type feeling. I want a relationship with him that has meaning. I'm fiending for God. Not a fearful outlook of the Most High. I want to be in tune with our Father-Son bond. God, this poem is for you. Now, I know I've been unfaithful, and I'm sorry for disappointing you the way my past set up. I still got unforgiveness in my heart. I'm thankful for your patience because I need a fresh start. I'm sure a lot of your children can relate. Letting the world get the best of us. Acting like our sins is okay. We got time, we all say, but if we came back right now, will we make it through those gates? No faith, just a whole lot of see it to believe mentalities. I want to get back to God's reality. I'm talking about family. F is for faithful fathers. A is for abundant love. M is for motherly misses. I is for unity, because there's no I in you and me. L is for life eternally. That's what we build towards. And Y is for yearning. You see, faithful fathers build strong households. And in abundance, we grow in love through our motherly misses, because she's a virtuous woman who understands that the only means to live is to gain life eternally, while family yearns for God. Family. See, I'm a young dude with an old soul, so I've been told I'm trying to gain a hold of my consciousness. I know he hears me even when I'm not speaking. That's mind-boggling. I'm tired of sin. I'm trying to win, but I'm tired within. My mental span's counterclockwise because I'm different. Let's chase life while God brings us together. We be warm in winter weather, because I'm her sweater. Never off topic when I'm talking about God, because she and him is together. Spiritually inclined, butter pecan, brown eyes. She be right by my side, rib cage. I told her this a forever thing. No sex needed. I want God in the midst till she let me put a ring on it. Patience. We make love through conversations. I'm a king and I'm not too proud to accept a wise woman's teachings, as long as she understands that I'm still a man and it's in my nature to lead. Ladies, submission is not demeaning to your work. Understanding the equal yet balancing roles to make this thing work. I'm trying to be her Iron Man and not her butt man. Y'all know what I mean? He cool and he listens. Not he nice, but there's a difference. Playing with these words like a chess game, no fame, just speak his name when I come on sing. Jesus, Yahshua, or Elohim, whatever floats your boat, take notes and stop worrying about the image. They be like, he black, or nah, he white because he was born in the winter. Everybody woke and got knowledge, but nobody got scripture. No sense the logic we put on spiritual lessons. The real question is, whatever color he is, did you get his message? Thank you.
How y'all doing? Good. If you love yourself, say yes, yes. Yes, yes. If you're elevating in this journey that we call life, and you're getting better, say yes, yes. Yes, yes. I'm about to do a new piece that I just wrote. It's short, so it won't be too long. I'm letting go now of the up all night cries, tears that don't dry, fighting to stay alive in him. I'm leaving behind the secrets that I thought was yours and mine, but in reality it was nothing but a group chat. I said I do, you said I do too, and as each word started to fall off, to do I is exactly what it became. I'm throwing away your broken promises, shattered memories, rotted lies, and jacked up alibis. Good thing the trash man comes every Monday, you know?
Let's go.
I used to carry a body full of emotional bruises, stress, confusion, heartache, imbalance. I even questioned my faith because I didn't know anything about it. But I finally figured it out. You never deserved me, I deserved me. See, really, love was never meant to hurt me. And your misfortunes and your pain was never meant to be mine. So I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Yeah. You missed out on me. And I will go on to do great things, and the blood in my veins will once again react to a sense of normality and positive flow. My sense of self will be exactly that, sense of self. My sanity will no longer be at my feet, where I feel running is my safety net and disappearing is my best bet. I'm free now. I feel like a fallen angel whose wings just grew back. I think I'm ready now. Yeah. I think I'm ready now to take flight, to make my wrongs right. Elevation, what a journey indeed. Finding the need to be better than I was yesterday, and today I stand here before you free. Don't ever let anyone make you feel conforming to society's standards are real. It's you that's real. We were created from the ground up so that you'll know exactly where you stand. So let that be enough. I need you all to say something for me. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I have always been enough.
I have always been enough.
And so it is, and so it shall be.
So it is, and so it shall be.
All right. Thank you. So follow me on Instagram at Clearvision34, and thank you all.
No. Blessings on blessings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this up because he's calling it. All right. Instagram, NOBLEJULZ. That's me. Follow me. My eyes have seen the glory of a coming of a war. We got combat boots and camouflage suits all scattered on the floor. Where we sharpen our machetes, clean the canals of our pistols. The truth is in the eye of the storm. But niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until you realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. And you give me the mic and let me rowdy up the crowd. Make their skins blush with green lights, ice the eyes of the owl. No, but not yet. No, what do you mean? We survived the lives of years of captivity and we still don't have a team? The many prophets, the rolling of tears, mentally, physically dripping of sweat. We revise techniques and strategies through obstacles and passing bridges, yet we let nothing resurrect. These are the days of revelations, all that too that we forget. For I can 360 my head to watch my back and watch the back of my enemy. Send poisonous venom through my bloodstream, sucking the bullshit out divinity. Extend rays, detecting warning existing 3 feet beyond me while you stick figure lords. Hand puppets dancing across the board. Guarding your grill with paper machete swords. Can't even comprehend that the only reason you participating in this culturally biased treason is simply the fact that niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until we realize how to be niggas and bitches no more. My thoughts travel through parallel prisons from throughout the equinox. Transiting through my non-ether to unlock the weakest lock. Floating my physical form against the curve reform backwards to rescue wisdom and to stop the ticking clock. Talking to consume the energies from my mommy's tomb. I heard them plotting on our destiny as a cocoon in my mommy's womb. To whom this may concern is those whose blood is as thick as cotton. And those who are mentally chained to a game, meant to erase your inherent gain, so focused on this maintain, our true identity is forgotten. The demon at hand makes us stand as the underman, overstand. So just divide to come to calculating time versus speed. Within this equation, you'll find this American freedom to equal dependency. Divide and conquer. Take heed or be wasted. And make it righteous ones. Speak with righteous tongues. Holding righteous guns. Religion up the root of all evil beings. We're making our queens bitches. And ignoring the tracks that chases our kings back and forth into niggas' but Y'all don't hear me though. Cause niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never be ready. Niggas and bitches will never ever be ready for war until you realize how to be niggas and bitches, Lord. You see, I call you nigga to get your attention. They call us niggas to change our image. Nigga means ignorance, or better yet, ignoring the fact that you are what you think. Giving us the reality is so much good, my nigga. Chilling in the hood, my nigga. Did you see what was in the sky, my nigga? No, my nigga. Why, my nigga? Cause my eyes is bigger than your figure, nigga. Get your shit up. They want another nigga to die, my nigga. Yeah, get your shit up too, bitch. They want another nigga to die, my nigga. 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 They want another nigga to die, they want another nigga to die, my nigga. To all niggas and bitches is extinct. There's a war going on outside. It is beyond time that we are ready.
That's how we bring our feature. I met this brother a couple years ago. This brother's the most interesting man in the world. This brother gonna be chilling with his kids, then he in fucking the floor in the keys and shit. He be everywhere. I want y'all to stand up. This is how we bring our features up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. This is how we bring our features up. Don't go away. Sit right there. How you doing there, girl? That's how I'm aggressive up this motherfucker. Aggressive up this motherfucker. Give a round of applause. Bring him to the stage. Puppy Picasso!
In the house. New York's always in the motherfucking house.
Yes!
There's something profound to be said about when you walk through foreign doors and you already feel at home. When you get to listen to Auntie Aretha sing her soulful sounds over the loudspeakers. I said there's something very profound when you take your seat and you know you're welcomed at that table. Invited, in spite of your hoodies, your Jordans, your piercings, your swag, your slang, your skin. I'm talking about the American tradition to try to get us to assimilate to them. How can they define professionalism when they have us living within a marginalized system? I said there's something very profound about why it is that we gather. You see in you all, I see the strength of the talented 10th. And how proud am I every time I watch you extend someone to extend that percent. A community centered on collaboration, protege and mentor, and I felt right the fuck at home the moment that I entered. Because in you all, I see my brothers and sisters, Hannibal and Candace, kings and queens, the movers and shakers. I said you are the catalyst for change and the manifest. The hunters, the gatherers, the mothers and fathers of these varying shades of beautiful black lives that truly matter. I said we gather because iron sharpens iron. And this community here teaches mastery. I said we gather to show this world our lives are more than just a slogan. We gather to remind the world that women-owned companies are now open. We gather to help give a voice to every suppressed voter. I said we gather in this shared space so we can share face. The act of gathering is the principal tenet of our shared faith in each other. We gather because that is not the expectation. But haven't you noticed that every time we do, we change this world for the better? This is why we gather. What's up? What's up? I promise you we're not gonna play no games tonight. We allowed other people to come up here and spit their poems. I don't care about my time as a feature because we're gonna make sure it's worth it, right? Yeah. We're gonna cut all the other banter out. They call me the idealist, the hopeless romantic that never took the action on what his idea is. You see, I dream of greatness, but I tend to bring complacence. Now, as the leader of my family pack, that trait is guaranteed to be contagious. You see, I thought I did, but my idea was dead. My dear, don't you look at me so judgmental, because some people don't have one fucking idea in their head. Others did, and for their ideas they bled. And I stand on the shoulders of those giants. I start to feel guilty about my laziness, because it weighs heavy with regret. So yes, you all gotta go out there and be your fucking best. Yeah. That's why I'm standing here dead center on this stage with you all, sharing my gifts. This is for every poet that wrote in their journal at night, but they're too scared to get up here on the mic. Now I am a poet, but don't worry, I'm not gonna try to sell you oils and incense. I don't write these long-ass love poems laced with a malicious intent. There's no APA format, double space with an initial indent, just an open mind and a heavy heart and my humor, which my mother always told me was my only good sense. You see, poems are like therapy for my hurt. I share it for those of you unable to express it within a verse, to let you know that you aren't the first to hold this emotion. Before things get better, they usually get worse. And I've been told that I wear my heart on my sleeve. But just because you can see it beat, doesn't mean I'm going to give you my shirt. I'm a poet. I'm not confined by your bars or your beat. So I guess that makes me a freedom writer. Free to write whatever it is that I decide to. Words that inspire, that can easily have us united, or a passionate opinion that can easily have us divided. So I guess that makes me a freedom fighter. We all gonna die, but you decide what you fight for. Light darkens, and as the bard declares his final call, I just hope I chose the right wall. My legacy will be written in ink, so even if my corpse is covered in blood, at least those that I love will be able to understand my cause. I'm a poet. And when it rains, it pours. If it's not an earthquake, it's a storm. I'm the rose from a Bronx block that was covered in thorns. I had seeds, and I dropped 2 tears when those rose buds were born. And now they're growing into a beautiful rose bush because I weathered the storm that tried its best to break me. But I'm a poet that sees the wind as warm. I see blue skies where clouds have formed. I hear a child's laughter if the thunder makes a sound. If my glass is half empty, fuck that. I order another round. I'm a poet. I'm not confined by the bars of your cipher. I'm with the likes of Toni Morrison, Donald Goines, Mark Twain, my Theo Louis, my nigga Nas. Hey. All them great writers. Great minds don't have to think alike, but it's the company that I keep that keeps me delighted. I'm a poet. Therefore, you better not fuck with me because I don't keep shit private. Come on. That's some real shit right there. I said there's a party of the mind, and only you cool ass poets are invited. Thank y'all. We were talking about community. We were talking about why we gather. Who knows what a mastermind is?
Yeah.
Spit.
Mastermind is a collection of thoughts and ideas.
Why would I even try to expound upon that? I always wanted to start a mastermind. Why? So I could build with other brothers and sisters whose minds work just like mine. Now we can engage in debate, and I want you to get passionate about the opinion that you wish to convey. And after our swords have been sharpened, our cigars would spark, and none of us would harp on the price of attention that we all just paid. These are just some things that I really wanted to do. I always wanted to start a non-profit organization so I could train the at-risk youth. Help to close the digital divide before it further accrues, because I learned the hard way every one of you are not built to go to a traditional school. Besides, the wrong major in college will rob you of the future it's intended to prepare you for. How? Saddling you with debt. Quiet as kept. I always wanted to start a real estate company so I could cop property before the white kids did. Preserve the culture, remove the crime by replacing the economy of the streets one block at a time. I want you to understand, I'm the one that stick up for the stick-up kid. When I lived in my beautifully gentrified Baltimore crib, I'm the one that didn't leave. I'm the one that saw an opportunity and seized. You see, a Bronx nigga like me on the Baltimore block is as natural as birds and bees, runners and D's, corruption and kings. I am the talented 10th in proud pursuit of his American dream. And just because I had 2 whips, those little kids thought that I was rich. They saw leadership, but in them I saw a mutual benefit. So instead of living in a bubble, I gave them the best part of me and I let them play with my kids. And you know what? When I was gone, those shorties watched both of my cars. But more important than that, every semester before they went home to their mom, they came to Mr. Mario, proud to show me their report card. And if they did good, I gave them a 5. I might have gave Shorty like a single if he needed to improve. These are just some of the things that I used to do. When I was stupid in my 20s, I used to cop Jordans like I had something to prove. Until I realized that was perverse. That's my word. I had to unlearn consumer ways in order to conserve. It's a very sad day when you receive something you didn't know that you deserved. I'm talking things like freedom and wealth, unconditional love and health. Now, if you've never felt survivor's remorse for all of your acquired rewards, you can't tell me how to play the hand I've been dealt. I try to cut ties with the hood, but I know I can't survive by myself. And there's no word to describe the thirst that draws me back to the well. I study myself and the cipher in which I've lived. Again, when I was an ignorant little kid, I wanted to be in that beef between Tupac and Big. But as a man, I prefer a much better outcome. This is why now I study Baldwin and Malcolm, and I listen to their debates like they're jewels on a Wu-Tang Clan album. Hey yo, did you know if you take a man and you flip himself inside out, he gonna die from the shit going on inside God? Some of the things I used to listen to. Now this is something I would like to do for you, my people. Certain shit like keep you all equal. So that way we could view a Black Panther, and I'm not talking about the comic book, with the same level of patriotism as we do the bald eagle. Because no one has ever lost money underestimating the intelligence of you American people. But no one will ever gain my favor reinvesting into the foolish pride of their own egos. I promise you, that is some shit I will never do.
Nah, son, nah.
Chill. Peace, King. Peace, King. I'm not your enemy. There's too many forces working against your favor. You see, the key to my success is found in the house of my neighbor. I see as much God in you as the one that I pray to. So no, I'm not your enemy. Now I know your pain in verse makes you place blame on earth, and the constraints that are placed upon your beautiful image only make the pain that you contain worse. But no, I'm not your enemy. I root for you, champion, here and now, not in the land beyond. You are the pantheon, culmination of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the entire Trinity. They wish you strength so you could carry their burdens. I wish you endurance so you could carry on your legacy. So peace, King. I'm not your enemy. So next time you approach me, make sure you have that same energy. Now, peace, queen. I'm not your enemy. Hold up. Let me take another sip. My shit getting dry, too. How y'all want to end this out? I can finish that poem while we can build on some other shit. I thought y'all were gonna say that.
I'm a man. I'm a man with me, bro. You want I'm a man.
You want I'm a man?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, good. Cause that pause fucked me up and I forgot the shit. Right. If y'all ready to go to church, say amen.
Amen.
Fuck that. I said, if you ready to go to church, say amen.
Amen.
Man. That's a word thrown around loosely without being properly defined. Man, in the face of adversity, defies. Man, in the face of hardship, survives. Man, in the face of his children, provides. Man, in the face of love, confides. So ladies, make some noise real quick. Now that I got your attention, I want you to do me one favor. Stop calling these little fucking boys men until his actions comply. Now, if you ready to go to church, say amen. Amen. Man, now, I am a man. But I want you to understand I'm talking about a motherfucking man's man. I am a mother's boy, a father's pride, a woman's goddamn zaddy. A daughter's template. My son's architect. I am God's hands. I'm labor intensive, just not in that unit. I'm taken for granted whenever I do shit. I've taken the damage you all hear in today's music, presented as if I'm supposed to be a buffoon, incapable and foolish. I am past mistakes, lessons acquired, accountable for myself, absent of excuses. I am a man that's claiming his dignity at the risk of sounding hubris, because if I don't do it, then our Sermon on the Mount may as well be muted. Shh. I've been mistaken for examples on reality TV in Atlanta. But as I said, I'm a man, and I never seen their realities in me. I'm of the tribe of injustice. My absence speaks louder than my presence. This is why I do not shout when I'm with my children outside in public. If anything, I've tried my best to shine as a beacon above this 2018 age that puts so much value in complaint. I'm a man that will no longer mask his masculinity because it might be conveyed as vain. But don't get me fucked up. My power requires no praise. I am a man, the pillar of the pack, the leader of the pack, the cornerstone of the family that withstands every crack. I am a man that will happily take a bullet for your child. Why? Because cornerstones of manhood are empathy and humanity. I am a man that nods his head in understanding. Peace, God. I love hard. I hate apathy. I build self-esteem while I raise a family. I am a man that bears his responsibilities on his shoulders until they strangle his neck. I am a man that has paid all of his debts, and I expect a return on my investment when I pay the proper respect. I am Sir. I'm not your nigga. I'm not your dude. I'm not your stereotype, and I'm certainly not your lie. I am truth. I'm virtue. I'm principle. I am important. Girl, I'm life. I'm direction. I am destined. I am that man that rubbed her belly while pregnant, stood back, grabbed my burrows, and said, I did that shit. I'm not extinct. Nah, never that. You can see the God distinguished. I am one of many, the voice for our quiet leadership. I am a man that will not be told that his definition is meaningless by any one of you queens fed up with who you dealt with previous. I'm not your mistake. I'm unapologetic for decisions you made. You see he and I? Fuck out of here. We're not the same. I'm dominant. I am prominent. I am confident. I am not that misogynist that looks at your body as his conquest. I'm a man with a daughter and a conscience. Therefore, my character will always be more important than my accomplishments. I am a man. That's important. I'm not famous. I'm brazen. I'm not jaded. I am broader than the pictures they all painted, you see? A nigga like me makes sense. I manifest potential in which every man in here could. I promise you, you're not just looking at a man. But this shit right here, it's the redefinition of manhood. That's how we gonna leave it right there. If you want to follow me, it's at Poppy_Picasso_poetry. We doing what we doing out here. Thank you so much.
All up. Give it up for Mr. B. Rob.
I left my ex some tips like she was a waitress. Now I'm seeking out a desperate MILF that don't know what faith is. Nah. I'm plagiarizing with old lines from old times, with old dimes, with capital C's on both lines of her body, and she's so fine. In my mind, she's so mine. They all mine, all the time. I use both hands to unwind. I'm so blind by moonlight's me so blind. She rotating that water, making the sea shake. She shakes like seashores, selling shells. Mermaid and a seahorse. I love seahorse. I love seaweed. When I see weed, ride the wave like a seahorse. Turked up and I'm turned around like a seaboat with 3 oars on one side. That's starboard. I'm starbound like a North Star on a sea course. Woo! Rising like a bubble from the bottom of the seafloor. When I hit the surface, go berserkers like a water circus. Muslim shells shooting out my mouth. That's a tortoise turban. And I raise the bar every time like 2 strippers twirling, like Fresh Prince swerving. Let me take over your social networks. I'm gonna show you how my net works when the fish is jerking, like dancing on the hook. Niggas bob their head to the beat like Drake was on the hook. I'm light skinned, that might have made you look. Think you a king on this chessboard? Bitch, my queens will make you a rook. Talk shit when I'm pissed off, like a real husband of Hollywood. Making fun of the jerk-offs, like screwballs, like Greeks cross the sands. I was born in the desert. I was raised in a concrete jungle. I never settled like fire under the kettle or foot on the gas with nothing under the pedals. So you can look under my hood and see nothing but a rebel. I know God, cause I grew up around a bunch of devils. It got that way in different doses, on different levels. My life is music. It's called Can I Help You? When the song go bad, I just fix the treble. Snakes try to sneak up, but I can hear their rattle. I battle daily demons, dealing death blows to my bros. They're my woes, they flow like a broke hose. I can't mess with broke hoes because all they do is break yo's. We can fuck in my car, but the smart girls I bring home, cause the smart mouth is a turn on, yeah. I got my eyes on the prize, got my head on the grind. The other one of my girl, you already know she a dime. Shit, this verse is a dime. I mean, it's perfect as fuck. I move with perfection. You can only win when I let you. I can't even God bless you, cause I'm sicker and quicker, like a trigger. But I ain't aiming at niggas unless they coming for me. The only time I shoot first is when they deal with police, cause they be waiting to wreck shit. I know I'm a threat, bitch, don't get in my way. This world is mine for the taking. Flee before the heat have all you pigs smelling like bacon. What's for breakfast, nigga?
We gotta get out of here. Everybody, I want to say Hey, look. We gotta get out of here. So cause all the people out there, we want to make sure they get in. But on the way out, we're gonna sing Happy Birthday to Feature. Start walking out, but start saying Happy Birthday at the same time. To Poppy Picasso, Happy Birthday!